Hello everyone, Falcolution here with part 4 of our Endless Runner tutorial. Today, as you already can see on the screen, we have our Endless Runner running already. On the top left side you see some numbers. It's actually our speed. You see it going faster and faster. And that's basically our speed that we are adding. So every time we're pressing a new tile, our character speeds up. So it gets faster and faster. Besides that, we are also adding changing lanes, so it's not only running, jumping and sliding anymore, but we are also able to switch lanes when we press the A or D key and the left arrow or right arrow. And that's basically what we are gonna do in this video. So let's dive into it. So first let's start on adding the actual inputs in our game. Go to the content browser. And then go to the game folder, the zero game folder. Go to inputs. Select the slide underscore array. Hit Ctrl and D to duplicate it. Got the first one left underscore AI. Duplicate it again and make it right underscore AI. So save everything. You select it. Go to the IMC runner default. Open it. Make a new action mapping. Select the left underscore AI. Open the arrow here. Press the keyboard icon and select the A button. Press here on another plus icon, and then we're gonna select the left button on your keyboard. So, and we're gonna create another mapping, and that one is for the right underscore AI. From the arrow, make the keyboard icon again and we press the D button. Create another plus icon and we make this one the right arrow of your keyboard. Make everything small again, so it's nice and organized. Save it and press the X. Go back to your content browser, sorry. And right now we're gonna basically add the movement inputs. So we already have the movement inputs, but actually make our character react on them. Go to the blueprints, open our BP runner character, go down the sliding animation. First we make another variable, press the plus icon, and we make it is switching lanes. Okay, that's basically checking as well for the jump as for the sliding. Okay, so room. We select both of them, of the sliding and the not boolean. We move them backwards, and we're gonna add is switching lanes. Get it? And also a not boolean. And from the upper one, the not boolean of the is sliding, we make an end node. And we connect the other not boolean from the switching lane to the end node, the other end node. Connect the end node to the branch. So basically right now, if we want to jump, it's checking if we are sliding, and it's checking if we are changing lanes. We do the same thing with our sliding animation. So we drag and drop them a bit here. And then we go to our switching lanes again. We make another not boolean. And from the not boolean of the is jumping, we make an end node again. Connect the is switching lane not boolean, and we connect that one to our branch. So that's basically the first part. And now we do the we're gonna create the actual change lane. So right click on the screen here, and we're gonna make a custom event. We call this one change lanes. When we have created our custom event, we're gonna go to the details inputs, and we make a plus icon, and we select here switch lanes, make it an integer. Okay, this is part 1. From the switch lanes, we're gonna drag and drop, and we go and make an add node, an operators add node. You can also use the plus icon. The 0, we're gonna drag and drop and promote it to a new variable, and we call that one a current lane index. Make it more like this, so it looks better. From the add array add node, we're gonna make a clamp node. Clamp integers, since these are integers. You select everything, press Q, drag this one a bit down, like so. The minimum value will be 0, that's logical, because 0, 1 and 2 we have 3 lanes, and the max will be 2. Okay. The return value, we're gonna return it up, and we're gonna promote it to a new variable. We call that one target lane index, and we're gonna connect the 2 nodes. Now it's nice connected. Press Q, like switch, change lanes, and this set target lane position. Press Q, and you see everything else needs to drop a bit. That. Oh, nice. Here we're gonna right click and we're gonna search for get actor location. So it's basically searching. With this way we are gonna ask where our character actually is in the map. Right click on the return value and press split struct pin. Drag the return value of the Y, go up and release it, promote it to a variable, and call that one a current Y position. So basically our changing lanes is depending on the current right position. That one we are using to switch left or right, and that we are doing with our set current lane position. We connect them both, select everything again, press Q so it's nice and steady again. From the set current lane index we're gonna make a timeline. Add a timeline. Call it transition, since it's a transition of switching lanes. Hold control, move it from play to play from start, and make those nodes straight so they are nice again. Open the transition, so double click on the timeline, make the length 0 or 0.20 like this. Add a float track, name that one change lanes. Add a key, make both of them time and value on 0, create another one, and make that one the time 0.20 and the value to 1. Select these 2 buttons, check if it's nice and correct. That is correct right now. Close this tab here. From our change lanes pin we created here, we go down and we make a lerp node. Move the lerp node from A to alpha using the control key. Get our current Y position, get it and connect it to the A pin. Select them both and Q. Select them both and press Q. Yeah. Create a new variable and name this one lane position. Make it up here a float and make it an array. Compile, and we're gonna make 3 indexes. One is minus 3 to 5, the one is 0, and the second one is 3 to 5. So basically the Y position, when we move it from 0 to -1, so basically the 1 position, saying -25. When you move back, you're gonna say plus 325, and you go to the right again, it's again plus 325. So basically that's the direction we are moving around. Get the lane position, move it under the current Y position. From it, get a copy. Get our target lane index, move it under the lane position, and connect it to the second pin of the get node. Connect the get node to the B position of the lerp node. Right here we're gonna get our actor location again, since now we are gonna change our actor location. So we get actor location, split struct pin again, so right click, split struct pin, and from the X we're gonna drag and drop it here, and we're gonna make it a vector. And we do the same with the Z-axis. Select them both, press Q. And the return value of our lerp node, we are busy with the Y position of our character. So it needs to connect to our Y position of our make vector. From the make vector, we leave it a bit like this, like right now. We go to the update pin, drag and drop it like so here. And we're gonna set the actor. So not getting it, we're gonna set it right now. Set actor location. Be sure to do actor location, because if you get rotation, you have much more, and then you can make things unneededly complicated. So select get actor location. The return value will be the new location of our actor, and our actor is basically our character. Let's select all these, press Q, so the actor location is nice again. And behind the set actor location, we're gonna get the is switching lanes and put it behind it. And we're gonna tick it. So it's nice. So as soon as we are changing the lanes, it's saying to the jump and the slide function, if you press it, hey, I'm switching lanes right now, you're not able to jump. But before that, we also need, after it, if we are done switching, we need to basically say we are finished with switching. So here we are busy with switching, but where are we switching to, right? We go to a finish pin, and we get our current lane index. We drag it on our finish pin. Okay, and then we get our target lane index. Since we are basically here saying, in this part we are saying what our target lane index is. And here we are getting it, and we make basically from our target lane index our current lane index. As soon as we have done that, we are gonna say, hey, we are finished with switching our lanes. So basically that's everything we need to do for changing lanes. Select everything. Press C to write a comment and call it change lanes. Write a bubble on top of it. Yeah. So now we created our change lanes thing. But now the second part, we have made it, but how do we actually execute it? So that's what we're gonna do right now. We go here to this part here. We're gonna right click, and we're gonna call for the left underscore AI. This one. Make this a bit bigger since we have more stuff to add. From the trigger pin, we're gonna make a branch node, since we need to check if we are jumping or sliding, something like that. And even switching, because you don't want to switch while you're already switching, because that glitches and then you can even sweep off the map. So we drag it here, and if it's true, we're gonna change lanes. And for the left underscore AI, it will be a -1. Now our branch. We want to check if we are not sliding, so we get sliding. And we want to check if we are jumping, so get the jumping. And we want to check if we are switching lanes. So all of G. From the is sliding, drag and drop here and make it a not boolean. And basically copy it, put it below it and connect the jumping one. Do the same again. For the switching lanes. So we have all this now, and from the top one we make an end node, end boolean. We make an add pin, so we have 3 pins. Connect all the not booleans to the end pin, and as soon as we have that, we connect the end boolean to our condition. And since we have more than enough room, we're gonna drag and drop it here, bigger. This, and then select everything here and move it backwards. So So basically now we are able to move to the left side, but we also want to make able to go to the right side. So we do basically the exact same thing, but now for the right side. So right click, right_AI. We make another branch. And since we are already doing this, we don't have to call it again. We can just connect it and put it here. Or here, so it looks better. From the true pin, we're gonna change lanes. So, and we make the switch lanes 1. Okay, now I have everything here. Always before you start, go and check if you already put something in the lane position. Because when I was testing, I multiple times forgot to add it. And then you're pressing the button and nothing is happening and you're wondering why, and it takes a horrible long time to find out that you actually did not put in where it actually needs to move to. So basically check it to be sure. And if you're finished with this, if you have everything the way I have it right now, press compile and save. Go to the runner map, press play. And you see our character walking. We can still jump, we can still slide, and if we press the A button, it moves. If we press A again, but we are already on the left side, we cannot. It's not doing anything. So now we press D, and we press D again. We are back. If you are in the middle and you press A and then D and then D and A, you can basically move all the way around. And we are not able to switch lanes while we are jumping, and also not while we are sliding, and we are also not able to jump when we are moving or switching the lane. So if I press A and W straight after each other, you see it takes time. It's the second push that I pushed that is actually doing something. So that's for everything for the changing lanes. Right now we're gonna make an extra thing, and we're gonna make our character run faster the time that we are playing the game. So first we're gonna stop this gameplay, press escape. Go back to our running character to check everything. Everything is correct here. So what we do now is we go to our content browser. We open our BP floor base. And you see here our extend floor function. Right click on the cast to BP running character. And we're gonna search break node links. So now it's completely loose from everything else. We move it backwards. Connect the extend floor to the box begin overlap. This, make it a bit smaller and move it that way. Select everything, press Q so it's nice, like this. And now from here we're gonna basically how do you say it? We're gonna make our character speed up. So from our runner character, we disconnected it, so we need to get our player character again. So from object we drag him out. And we're gonna search for get a player character. Here we connect our extend floor to our cast to BP runner character. From our BP runner character we need to ask or search for our character movement. We need to get it. Get a character movement. This one. Now we have our character movement, and what do we want with our character movement? We want the character to speed up. So from the character movement we get max walk speed. Get max walk speed like this. And we add a multiply node, so you can write multi and then you get multiply, or you press the star on your notepad and you get multiply as well. The value here we're gonna put in 1000, so 1.001 is basically the speed that we allow the character to run every tick we have. You can make it bigger, but be sure not to make it too big, because if it's too big the character will really fast in a short time period, and then it makes the game unplayable. From the multiply node we make a clamp float. And float. Yes. The minimum value will be 700. It's basically the normal value of our running animation. So it's also, if you put it lower, you have the chance that it's still on 700. The max value, we put it on 2000. So that's the maximum speed that the character can run. You can also make it 10,000, but then it's really strange because the animation and the actual running of the character, so the animation and the speed don't mix up anymore. So you can change, you can play with it, but be careful and check what you're actually doing. So right now we get our character movement, drag and drop here, another one, and we're gonna set our max walk speed. So here we are getting it, and now we are gonna set it. Set max walk speed. We connect the execution pins. Double click on the line to get a reroute node. Hold Control and move it. Hold Control and set, and then press Q, so the line is nice and smooth. And here you see the max walk speed, and it will basically the calculation here. So the return value of our clamp float will be our max walk speed. And yeah, when we are executing this, you are not seeing directly that it's happening. So we need to create something, visualize ourselves to be able to see if it's actually working, and that's what we're gonna do right now. From this execution pin, we're gonna make a print string. Print string. And you see string hello, but we want it to be displaying our speed, so we connect it. You see this small node is basically our conversion from a float to a string. So right now it's able to show us how fast we are going. Select everything, press C to comment, and let's now call it speed up. Make the comment nice so it's not completely looking ridiculous. Okay, bubble, yeah, compile and save everything. Go to our runner and we're gonna press play. And now you see on the left upper side, you see our speed. Okay, this is for development mode, so if you gonna put it out for production, of course you take the print string out, so you don't see it anymore. But right now we are able to see if we are speeding up, if our character is running faster and faster. As you can see, you can still jump if I press the W or the up key. Down is sliding, change lanes is also working. So that's basically it for this video. The next video will be starting to add some obstacles, so then it becomes more nice to actually playing the game. And that was it for today's video. So I want to thank you all for watching. Feel free to do a thumbs up or subscribe on my channel. I have a Patreon account. If you become a Patreon, you can also freely download my game files, so you can actually use my files. You can also buy them separately if you don't want to be a member. And if you have any questions, feel free to join my Discord channel, and I'm happy to help. Thanks for watching.